Hey guys, Susanna here. I'm back here to do the last one of these. Hang on, I'll be back. This one. Sorry it's taken so long. I've been so distracted with a lot of other things. I've also got a bit of a pain in my arm, so I just haven't been doing as much sewing lately. So, but I thought I'd better come back and do this very last bird. Here's the black bird, but all the birds that we've done here. So we got this one here, there. So I was actually thinking of doing this. In this photocopy, it's actually very green, and he is a little bit green, but this is more blue. So I think the ones you get are better. I think this is my photocopy and the ink was starting to run out. So I'm just going to find a place for these little bits and have the last one on. And then what I will be doing after that is I'll probably do one video of me, like you've got, everyone gets the calico for the backing. So I sewed these down without using the calico, and then I'm going to be putting the calico and then proceed to do stitching, like stitch on all the leaves. And I'm going to put some of this couch, some of this wool on the actual black of the stems, just to soften it a little bit, like I did with, any of you guys saw my the Journal of Stitchery page that I did with the 3 birds. Okay, now I am going to, I'm thinking of putting this little guy down in the corner up on here. So we'll take off this. So that is sort of standing maybe a little bit more like that. There we go. We need a little room for the legs to stand more like that. Okay, cool. Put it a little closer. Okay, then we've got this tiny little beak, which is going to go here, but I'll have to probably put the breast first. There we go. And then the beak will go I'm thinking it's probably going to go underneath. It may look a little better. Okay. Okay. Then we've got the wing. Okay. Really got to be careful the way that I do this. I like to put that down at first. Okay. Okay. I've taken that off, and that'll go sort of coming up over the edge there like that. There we go. He's quite a little one, this one, orange-breasted bunting, but it was sort of the original bird. He's got a little bit, it's sort of like bluey. It's a lot more blue. It just turned out very green in the thing. Okay, well that's sitting, oh no, I was going to say that was sitting well, but spoke too soon. Okay. Oop. Oh my goodness, it really did not like that at all. Wow. Maybe it's too hot. I'll turn it down a little bit. It melted it. What not to do? Don't have your iron too hot. Oh my goodness. It was down and it was doing very well. I should have just let it go. I don't know how this top part is going to go. It looks a little mangulated. Oh my goodness. Even if I just do this part and then maybe iron that out, it's going to prove difficult. Okay. Whew, it's a bit hot. No, I think I just took off all the stuff. So what I might do is just glue that down. Hold that down there. There we go. See if that works. Okay. Turn off this. And I will be back. Okay, I'm back again. Oh, making plenty of mistakes, that's for sure. Doesn't seem to be my day. I just thought I would get some of this. It's sort of like sherbet yellow intense, and because it's mixed in with some of the blue, it's sort of giving it a bluey, a greeny colour, and I thought I would do this along here since it's got it there. Rather than trying to embroider it, I'm just going to colour it in and do a bit of colouring here. I've come in with a black pen and done there and worked on the legs, which I made a mistake, so don't look too close. I had to sort of rub it out a little bit, and then I put a bit of this on there in and around just to cover it up a bit. Now, so I've gotten this colour, which is sort of like a greeny yellow. I think goes really well with that. These are the colours that have come in the kit, but I quite like some of these. I think that might be a good one to stitch this down, this blue, and then this lighter blue might be a good one to do with probably that colour or that middle colour in all the blues. Quite like that too. I think that's the same colour as that. So yeah, just get out all the colours that are matching that. Now, still a little bit higgledy-piggledy, but see how we go. Now, where is my, there we go. Might get a skinnier, longer one. And even though it's called the orange-breasted bunting, it sort of I might come in with a little bit of this as well, the Inktense pencils, and just sort of come in with that, getting that little bit of orange at the front, just blending it in. Because it is called the orange-breasted bunting after all, but it was sort of a yellowy orange. A little bit here. Just blend it in. If you don't have this, just do a couple of stitches in the I'm just going to use, this is a, which I should have used on the feet, this is a friction pen, which I'm probably just going to do, you know, a couple of marks on here and the same here. Usually you have marks going down like that, and then there's a few marks around here. Okay, I think that should be enough. Quite like that actually, just enough of that orange. Now I'll get myself this. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet. I'm excited. This is the last bird. Very bright little thing happening here. All the little bright birds. So what we're going to do, probably start here. There's my and just pick it up. Basically I'm wanting to just hold it down. Which I might go down a little further with that. Yep. Hopefully you can see what's happening. Casting shadow. I found with doing these, you know, some of them, like I've done a lot of stitching because it was really bad, but I find that more along that I've gone, you know, you really don't need to do a great deal of stitching. Just move those over, just enough to hold it down so it ain't going anywhere. A good one. See, that's what happens. Get on your nails. Just enough to pick it up. Okay. Now what I'm going to probably do this with along here is probably might get an orange, a sort of an orangey colour, just to highlight that it's an orange-breasted bunting. And you know, by the time, well, this is the 7th bird, and You know, it's basically doing the same things as we've done with all the other ones. So not that hard. Okay. Oh. And what I'll do here is I'm just going to do some stitches actually on there, which will colour it in, but also hold it down. Go back. Which gives it a bit of a feathery look, which is what I like. First one's sort of holding it down and this one's colouring it in and giving it a bit more colour. So I might go back up that way. There we go. And there. There we go. And maybe one here since we've got the thread on the needle. I might go back up through here. Yeah. Okay. Finish that off. And I'll come back in with this blue and I'll go and do that. I've got yellow all over my finger from the Inktense pencil. They really are very bright. Okay, so I'll do the same thing around here and I will be back. Okay, back again. Seems a little dark to me, but hopefully it'll be not so dark with the lighting that you've got there. What I've done on here, I've just sort of stitched, and with this bluey colour, just stitched it down here and sort of just did a couple of little stitches and along there as well, and here, just to hold that down. Now what I want to do is do the orange. I've sort of got this orangey colour, which I wouldn't mind like highlighting some of this along here. So quite a bright orange, but it's okay. going to highlight a few bits and pieces. Maybe one more. And some up here as well. Oop. Quite tricky sewing with a fairly big piece. So we're just going to be highlighting. I'll even go back. Along the breast area. Just tiny little stab, you know, seed stitches. Colouring in where you think would be a good place to put a bit of colour. Okay. Maybe one more. Just a little one. Now I'll come back and see whether I do need any more there. Finish that off. I think my thimble has been left underneath. Okay. Then I've got the black, put that in there. I've got the black on a needle and thread, and what we're going to do with that is, like in the picture there, it's actually got a little bit of dark along the top there, on there, and so I just want to do the one side and come in, and so that'll hold that down on the one side, and everything else should be okay. Only a few stitches. Got to be really careful because it can almost ruin the look if you've done it. Look, I'm not 100% happy with how the blackbird's beak was looking, and got to be careful with that too. So we're going to go over here, come back through, and then we're going to, this can be quite tricky because there's a few layers. We're going to come back through and do the eye. Always looks a little better once it's a bit darker. Okay. And there we go. And then what I might do is I'll finish that off, and I might get a real little bit of white and go white around, which I might do with the gel pen. And then I'm going to use, I'm going to use this on the feet, which I won't show you because you've seen it in multiple other birds since I've had 7 to do. Just your general straight stitch and all that with the feet. but I will do, I've got to do a bit of white going around the outside, so I have to be fairly careful. I'm going to go back in with do a French knot, so do that, but I'll also come back and go underneath. Just adds a little bit of lightness to it, and I might even do that there to highlight the beak a little bit more. There we go. So that. That's all you need. So I'll come back in with a tiny, do a French knot there and maybe stitch it along there, and then we've got a couple of little stitches I was going to do here. So I might go in there with the green maybe. There we go. Make that a little longer. It's starting to come alive. It's very cute. So it's being held down here. I'll give it a bit of an iron. I may go see how that hasn't been held down. So I might go back in with just thinking, maybe nice to go with a bit of green along there. That'd be nice. Just to add a little bit of colour, because it was a very multicoloured bird. And I think you've actually got that green there, same colour. So and I'll just fill it in. Oh my goodness, I am getting this thread everywhere. So come back in. That one part's been held down, but the other part hasn't. Add a little bit of colour with your thread. Okay. Ugh. Sort of giving it tiny little stitches, but feathering it at the same time. It's going to be holding it down, but I want it to add colour too. And I'm going to go down, and then I'll probably come back and fill in some of the gaps with a second knot. Fairly random. Adds a bit of colour. Okay. And go back up and maybe go in between. This second knot is more about the colour rather than about having it stitched down. So go in between there. Yeah. Quite like that. Really does add a bit of brightness to this bird, which is what I wanted. Okay. There we go. Scabbard it a little bit. You want that feathery look. Oop. Ow. And maybe there. Maybe another little bit just here. I'll use it up. There we go. I like that. I was actually thinking if I can get some over the top here. Yep, I might do that. Not just have enough. Talk about squeezing in the colour. And if I can get one more stitch, I will. Because I think it needs two up here. No. Well, I'll go off camera and finish that, do another little stitch and actually stitch it down. Oh, I like that. So I've got to go back in there. See, once you've got that white highlight, it does look better. And I've got to do the feet. But basically, that's where I'm at. It is so cute. Okay, guys, well, we've got all the birds happening on there now. I think it looks rather cute. It is quite a little bird. So hang a minute, we'll go back out there. And there's the wren, and the titbird, and the blackbird, the robin, cardinal, and what's this called? The brassy breasted tanger. So yeah, so I'll be back to show you how I do the background. And I'm sorry it's taken so long to get this last one done. So okay guys, well thank you very much for watching, and don't forget that any of my stitching stuff is all on my new website, which is linked down below, Vintage Blend Studio bigcartel.com. so you just press on the link, it'll take you straight to the website. And I do post overseas as well, so like I did before. Okay guys, thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.